Welcome to our End-of-BRIK Awards, I guess, ceremony. This is not super crazy.
We all look beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. More about a party, so we're going to be handing out awards, celebrating successes, reflecting on the past 6 weeks. I love the story. I'm into it. And then after this, we are going to go upstairs and hang out, of course, on the reserved area. Sierra FIT Sierra is also here. I able to do a cone off a parking spot for them, special parking for them, of course. So definitely see Brooke because she's amazing and always has way too cute stuff. Yes. So welcome. But I just want to say that this BRIK was just really awesome because
It was cool.
not only did we just had all these kind of firsts. I mean, our birthday mile was huge. It was amazing. I'll be sharing the total amount raised with you guys in a moment.
And then we had the merch.
We did the merch.
And let me say, I don't think we should ever do it a week apart again.
I second that motion.
We'll look at the dates a little bit. Look at that. Let's see. We had Sarah, who was our first time head coach for South Reno.
Yeah.
So it was just a lot of really good stuff. This is now our 3rd BRIK as 4 studios, and so we're just going strong. And I hope that just like I'm feeling, I hope you're feeling stronger and more confident as you're going into summer because it's getting hotter, and I did not want to wear multiple layers of clothes in 95-degree weather, but I didn't have to. And a lot of times, no matter what weight you are, definitely wear whatever you want, but it's all about us feeling comfortable in our own skin. So rock whatever you want to wear, but absolutely keep coming, keep spending time with us, keep eating right with us, because we're humans just like you guys. I didn't lose 40 pounds this year because I did not backslide in the past 2 years from stress and overeating, right? I was still working out with you guys, but I wasn't eating right. So keep it in mind that we want to stay on track, be consistent, but it's not all or nothing.
Correct.
All right. So anything else you want to say about BRIK?
Honestly, it was really cool for me. Just to see how dedicated everyone was and how many of you, your goal was like just to get a couple of Kaia meals in or make it to class. And I heard a lot of people like, oh man, it's so stressful at work right now, or life's so stressful, but I'm here. And even if you weren't able to give 100% that day, you still gave your 100 for the day. And that's all you can ask for. I mean, honestly, you should be proud of yourself just for showing up because so many, I kid you not, every BRIK, so many people come to the 3rd week of BRIK, you don't see them. So kudos to all of you. Just saying, it's true.
Although we listen, we want to.
Been here for almost 10 years is the same. It's the same. So good job.
Also, just a really special shout out to all of our head coaches. Scarlett was for Sparks. That was no easy feat for like over 100 Sparks. Sarah was for South Reno.
Yes. And the first time.
Christy was Midtown.
And yes.
And then Jeannie was our West Reno head coach.
Even with an injury. Even when she's had to like back out, she listened to her body. And again, that was really important. I had a lot of Kaia girls listen to their body, which is such a hard thing to train your mind to do because so many of us want to go hard all the time. And it's hard to change that mindset of like, well, I'm missing a day or I'm missing this. But in the grand scheme of things, it's this big, this much of a miss, right? So super important to listen to your body when it's needed or get more sleep when you need it.
Yeah. So this much of a mess doesn't turn into this much.
Right, exactly. 100.
So let's get right into it with our winners. We're going to kick it off with our most improved benchmark. So this time we did a little bit different than some past years in spring break. We basically had a 3-time drill station, every single week we explored skills that we were not recording other than to explore something new. And hopefully you guys tried a couple reps of things that were a little bit out of your comfort zone. I saw that even yesterday, Jen, right? I put plates on the bar and she was like, I'm interested in that. I'm like, yes. Yeah, shout out to Jordan and Jen who are with me on my station. And I was like, well, it took a minute to get the plates, but it's worth it because here we are doing it. So, you know, no matter what it was, bar work, Turkish get-ups, gosh, we had balance work, we had ropes, medicine balls, you name it.
Which, you know, I had a lot of Sparks girls complain about those medicine balls. Ropes after that.
So hard, right? They're hard. So beyond the skills, we had the drills, and the drills are 2-minute stations, as you guys know. You were either trying to get your furthest broad jump within 2 minutes, however many line runs you could do within 2 minutes, or how many jump rope you did. And so we looked through everybody's fit chest, everything that was submitted at the end.
And I will say this real quick. There's 1,000 Nicoles in the world. There's 1,000 Karens in the world. Put your last name on your paper. Okay? You got it. I have 3 Karens in one class.
It's true, but not me.
Not her. I was not including her.
I can be one.
Put your name, your last name on there. Please. I cannot read chicken scratch. Just try your hardest.
Yeah, you know, I know you're shaking.
I know. They should be shaking. It's so
Well, they were right there. Oh, they're beans.
Everything else is. Let's get going.
All right, we'll get going. All right, we'll stop rambling. So we're gonna start with Midtown virtual only. So this one cannot be here today, but she is a rock star. Any one of you who have happened to work out next to her or with her, she is a leader in this space here at Midtown, and she is an incredible Kaia girl who welcomes others, inspires others with everything that she has, and
Blesses a lot of people like
Yes.
this, like randomly.
yeah,
So.
absolutely. And she increased her jump rope by 65. Her line runs by 1 1/4, and her broad jumps by 5 inches, and that was Lindsay Brick.
Yeah.
To another super inspiring, and I feel like maybe every single one of you has probably taken a class with her at some point.
Yeah.
Because she is not just here, guys.
No,
she
she
is
goes everywhere.
everywhere. You like, I just turn around and she's like right there. She's like, she like walks in like, whoa, what are you doing here? But now I don't do that anymore. I expect it. She increased her jump rope by 43. Her line runs by 2 cones, and her broad jumps by 7 inches, and that is Mary Smith. All right, let's move on to South Reno. So this, I'll start with the honorable mentions. So we have 3 of them because there's just too many. I just couldn't. So, you know, we have, I mean, I'm not gonna like hint at it. We're gonna talk about Deb Woost, who is amazing.
Long-time Kaia girl.
Long-time Kaia girl, amazing woman, and she almost doubled her jump. Right? I'm like, well, that's right. That's right. She didn't misspell on this one, but yeah, that's it. Dana Manassian. 8 inches. She got to 11 inches, but then she fell on her touch. So she made a note. She was like, 11, then I fell back. And I was there, and I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, but Dana used to be an incredible coach for us. She was one of the OG coaches that inspired me to become a coach the first year of Kaia. So when you see her at South Reno, you know, definitely give her a hug.
Yeah,
You know, she's so happy to be back with us just as a Kaia girl.
Her story is pretty amazing too. So if you ever have the chance to be in a room with her, talk to her, because her goal was just to get to class for herself because she's a single mom and homeschooling, and she's making it happen. She's making it happen. So
What would Dana do?
what would you do?
And then our last honorable mention is Amanda Nahas for increasing her broad jump by 7 inches. So that leads us to our winner, who is here today.
Oh yeah, I'll find it.
All right. So I feel like you guys will recognize her regardless of what you normally attend, because she's 2 is one who will show up wherever there's a party. She inspires me. She inspired me during the Kaia FIT Sierra last year. And obviously, we are having it again this year in November. We are having it again, just in case you know. Increased her jump rope by 84. Her line runs by 0.1, so a cone, I believe is what that's referring to. And her broad jumps by 15 inches.
Whoa.
Like what?
Impressive.
Did you teach her scarpa?
No. There's only a handful of people that I did see at West, and I was like, this is how it's done.
And that is Jonah Maldonado. Oh, thank you. That's what you're doing. Zoom in, smile here. All right, that takes us to Sparks.
So, Sparks, so this particular girl, she comes in, I know her personally, so I get to know like what a little bit of her life is, and I won't go into detail because it's her life to share, but she always comes in with a smile. Sometimes it's a doing that, but she increased her jump rope by 109 reps, her line runs by 3 cones, and her broad jumps by 9 inches. Wow. And that's for our team. Yes. So this honorable mention, she increased her jump rope by 7, which, you know, if you do a lot of jump rope, you know that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Line runs by a quarter, and her broad jump by 7 inches. Like, that's Rachel.
Rachel! Yes, you did amazing. Honorable mention, and so you get an entry into the raffle. Yay! Thank you.
West Reno. All right, so, so we have honorable mentions. This,
We have 4.
yeah, 4 from West Reno. Y'all killed it. So this person kind of bounces, I think, back and forth between West and Sparks quite a bit. But she improved across all three exercises, and that's Leah Cook. And then again with all 3 exercises, y'all just you're just Elaine improved all 3 exercises. Broad jumps increasing by 9 inches. Keep pelting. Another one by 6 inches was Jen Eisenberg. Amazing. But our winner increased her jump rope by 140 and went from no rope to using a rope.
Right? So no rope, and then you grab a rope and you still go up on
Yeah,
that.
line runs by a half, so that's a half more, and then broad jumps by 7 inches. And y'all know what broad jumps are like.
Yeah.
That's Lisa. Not there when I said
So all of the honorable mentions, just a reminder, they're all getting their raffle entries into the raffle. So we have prizes. So everyone should be getting prizes. Yes. let's go into biggest hinge faucets.
Yeah.
So we've had tied winners before at the studio, but we've had 2 studios with 2 tied winners.
Yeah, 2 this time, which was insane.
So I'm just like,
going
you get a prize,
I'm like,
you get a prize, and you're gonna get a prize. So let's talk about it. She cannot be here today, and I believe the other one, she also cannot be here today. But these 2 girls, they are committed. They've been showing up. I see them at other studios as well. Success does not mean you have to go to another studio, but you know someone is committed when they are making whatever they want to do, work in their schedule, and push for their card every single time. One of these winners, there has been a moment where it's just been me and her, and I worked out with her, and she never shies away from it. Like, warms my heart, so I'm really not intimidating. So those 2 tied winners who cannot be here today, but that's okay. Mylena, Mary, and Laura Free. All right, we got South Reno. So these girls, I guess I can't talk to you for me, thank you. So one of them is here, the other one is not. But these girls, again, they're showing up. It's a consistent theme. When in doubt, show up. My very first goal in my very first BRIK a billion years ago, because I'm 1,000 years old. 34 bricks now. But regardless of all that, my very first BRIK, I remember hearing all the possible awards I could win. I was like, nope, nope, nope. And then they said perfect attendance. And I'm like, well, I can do that. And it was just about showing up. And then I ended up winning the Kaia Queen of Most Inches Lost because I showed up. It's everything. So and back then, it was just 4 classes a week, y'all. It was 6 a.m., that's it. Monday through Thursday, boom, that's it. And I think we've got to run at some point on Saturday. And I was like, yay. And so now you guys have almost 100 classes a week to choose from across in the studio and live stream.
More than any other Kaia studio.
Yeah. Yeah. As
Yay.
long as, yeah. So, and I'm not trying to sound painful, but kudos to this one for, managing the schedule on all that. She just tells me where to go. I don't control all that stuff. But you guys have the ability, like never before, to do an on-demand at home now, to do a live stream, to go to another studio, to find what works for your schedule. Reno-Sparks, we're very lucky in the fact that, yes, sometimes it might feel like a pain to go to South Reno from Sparks or to West Reno from South Reno or whatever it might be. But my gosh, we're so much more closely linked than so many other cities where we can have 4 studios and still be one community and not be so divided, which is really incredible. Any other Kaia that's ever grouped together has never been able to truly
come together.
Yeah. So these 2 winners, because again, not tangents, they show up. And they inspire me every time I see them, every time I come across them in a class, every time I talk to them outside of the class. They're amazing women. We have Teresa Sticks from South Reno. Tied for the most inches long. South Reno. You can come up here and not get a photo. Let's see. Next up, so we have an honorable mention on this one for West Reno because she lost. And I want to say something.
I know she is a pretty incredible person.
So she not only does she show up, but man, she's like junior coach, man. She will pick up weights that are heavier and take them over to a girl during the workout and be like, you can do it. And I'm like, oh, hey, I don't even know. I'll just sit back. But that sort of energy is incredible. It is something that other women will absolutely want to be there for. And it keeps new girls, newer to us girls, inspired to keep showing up as well. Like that sort of just energy is infectious and you just can't make that up. It's just amazing. And that person lost 6.5 inches, and her name is Heidi from Higgins. You can enter the raffle in a photo.
I'm always sure. I know. I think I go with my husband. I know.
not able to be here, but this girl is on a journey, and just this BRIK is not the end of her journey. It continues. She's been a little bit public about that on social media, sharing things that. I've had many amazing, very inspirational conversations with her because the goal that she ultimately has in the long run is a big goal, and it can deter a lot of people at face value, but she's been picking away at it. She's been setting mini goals. She's been celebrating those little wins along the way. Is so key to success, because otherwise we burn out. We now get the
Celebrating the little wins, the most important.
Yeah.
The little wins end up being big wins.
Yeah. Little habits, big changes, all these things. She is the epitome of this. She lost 8¼ inches. Her name is Stacy Bollinger. And so it takes us to our Kai Queen. I'll let you talk about her.
Yeah.
She's not able to be here today. But
so I actually know this one. I started to get to know her. This BRIK. We actually attend church together, but we never. I've seen her from afar. She plays the piano, which is really rad because my son's into piano. But she's very quiet. She's a very quiet person. She comes in. She just does her workout. She doesn't really talk to anyone. I'm not going to snap again. Quiet.
she's on your kids.
Yeah. I can watch it straight.
I told her I was going to roll over. I was wanting to bring this home.
So she was just very focused, and to do what she did this BRIK, she also has to be super focused at home. There's no other way around it. Like, obviously the nutrition happened in the kitchen, and it's phenomenal. So with 24 and a half inches.
Yes, I said it. I've been hinting at it.
24 and a half inches. That is Shayna Fisk.
Yes.
I'm so proud of her, and I cannot wait to see her tomorrow and be like, no, I'll see her tomorrow.
So I just want to give a special shout out to, coaches I said it earlier, coaches are humans too. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So we are human beings on our own journeys as well. I have said it many, many times. If I was in the business hiring little mini-me's, we would have the most boring program on the planet.
What did you say?
Am I not working like that? I don't know. Well, I think weird, but it would be not very exciting because every single coach brings something to the table. Absolutely. Rebecca is here. And so, these coaches are incredible. And so some of them coach a ton on top of regular jobs. Some of them are coaching as much as possible on top of other jobs.
And they lead by example. I feel like all of our coaches lead by example.
Yes.
They really do, and that's all we can ask for.
They do, and and when they can make time for their own workout and make that workout with you guys, anytime I'm able to do that, it is a honor. It is a gift for me because if I am happening to coach a whole bunch of classes that day, it is really hard, and so I can understand how hard it is for any of our coaches to all their schedules to make it to these classes. But I did want to give a special shout out for these coaches who took all the benchmark challenges, so weeks 1, 3, and 5. And improved at least 2 exercises. So they didn't show up. They were trying to work on themselves.
Yeah.
Which again, totally trying to just show up. But that is Jasper Eisenberg. Elaine Batista. Regina Roberino. Aislinn Roberino.
Hey, Karen Baldwin.
Shows up, and being able to work out with you guys is always a treat. I did that yesterday, and it just gets my gusto out. I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah.
It just really fuels my fire to keep doing what we're doing because it's never easy to be in business in this climate, and but it's worth it. Everything is worth it, and every time I can go to a class with you guys, even more so. So let's do one big whoop, 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 for the burpee mile.
Burpee mile!
So technically it was not our first.
It was not our first, but it was first for the community.
Yes. So we did do a burpee mile because we were crazy, and the whole story behind it, which I don't know if all of you know it, is it was not my idea. I know y'all think I came up with this in the rooms that I have when I'm sleeping, but it was a Kaia girl who sent me an article, and it was some blog about different types of miles you could do. There's like a beer mile, there's this, and and one of them was a burpee mile. I was like, oh hey! And so we did it internally in 2015, and then we did it again in 2016. It was most of the Kaia girls who attended did try to do a full mile. I did a full mile with them both years, and I was like, this is insane. Let's just
I like the relay better.
let's just put a stick in this, and we'll come back to it. And one of my visions going into this year was to bring it back with meaning. And I happened to be on Channel 2 at the food drive, because you guys have raised a ton of food for November Nevada Food Bank, and so I was being interviewed and talking with anchors there. And it was Landon Miller's idea to do make them do burpees. Of course, I just had surgery, so I'm all like, yeah, it's like a burpee, because I had the arm surgery, and it's like totally what I was doing on television. But either way, I hinted. I was like, well, you should check out a burpee mile in April. And I'm like, shoot, I really should make this happen now. So, but truly, the one nonprofit, we work with a number of nonprofits. We work with Moms on the Run, we work with the Nevada Food Bank. I'm looking at the possibility of connecting with Nevada Humane Society. So we do the duck race, we might offer sell ducks for them. So there's just a lot of nonprofits that are always open to being with in the community. But Awaken was something that was on my heart as a nonprofit that I really, really, really wanted to connect with, because their mission is incredible. Leah, do you want to talk about it all? You're good. Well, I'll try to do it justice, because it's really, really important. But the key is that they work to help bring awareness and support the victims of commercial sexual exploitation, sex trafficking. So this impacts women, it impacts children, it impacts so many in our community, families. And Nevada is the #1 state in the country with commercial sexual exploitation issues. And we have the highest rate of issues on this matter. So, and we get it, right? There's brothels in certain counties. There's the culture in Nevada, it doesn't it's not a super surprise, but that doesn't mean we can't do anything about it, and that doesn't mean we can't support those women.
We can't try to change the culture here in Nevada.
Absolutely, absolutely. So supporting them, one of the really cool things that I learned just in having my initial meetings with Awaken was that they have a drop-in center on 4th Street that's entirely run by survivors. So anyone can walk in at any given time and get coffee, be loved on by those who have walked in their shoes. I was like, oh God, I want to support this shelter. This is amazing, or this drop-in center. So connecting them was really important to me. Yes, we are a women-focused fitness and nutrition program, so it is always in my heart to support women-driven initiatives, whether breast cancer. Yes, there's men who get breast cancer, but it's largely women. Whether it's Awaken, there's families affected as well. But to support women in this community beyond what we're doing in these walls is really important.
And I think it's really important for us to even continue to get the word out for next year, because a lot of gyms, I talked to one of the owners, Jeff, of Stimulus, and he's like, oh, so many other gyms wanted to be here, but they had a CrossFit meet that they were already signed up for.
Yeah, that was not on my radar.
That was not on my radar. But they were like, no, there's a lot more people who want to be involved in this, which is really cool to hear, because next year it's going to be bigger.
We'll make sure we avoid the grilling.
And so it's really cool to see our community, there's no hidden secret here. Like, gyms kind of compete against gyms. That's just, we're all competitive by nature. If you're part of a gym, you're both competitive in some way, right?
Yeah.
So it's just really cool though that we can all come together for an amazing cause and make a difference. And
super shout out to the gyms that came. We had Stimulus, we had Evoke, we had Allure, and we had a solo participant by
For his birthday.
for his birthday.
That's what he did.
I don't know if you saw the video, but he finished. Everyone started singing happy birthday. My other half said, "Nice job, man." They fist bumped. He's like, "I'm gonna puke," and then he went. And that was his birthday. And we kept singing because what do you do?
Yeah.
But he gave us a shout out after that. He was pretty fine.
Yeah.
I also advised him he could have rested more, but he did get down in between laps. But he got done in an hour and 18 minutes.
Which is amazing to do by yourself.
Yeah. People reference, I don't know if they listen to Kaia, but my birthday mile is about 2 hours, over 2 hours. So to see someone get, I mean, that's why I have a 3-hour cutoff. I'm like, yeah, that should all work out.
Yeah.
And here he is like blazing around. I'm like, okay, hey, all right. So we had a 2-person team off the couch, and they got 1 at 24,
Yeah.
for 24 minutes. Technically, Team Sparks beat Team West. I hope that the takeaway from this, as you're thinking about next year, as we get closer next year, obviously we're here out now, is that once you have been on a 20-person team, maybe there's an opportunity to stick to maybe a 5 or 10 or whatever that's in a person team. Now that you've seen how it works, or if you were not able to be there and you saw the videos, or you just talked to someone who did participate, I'm hoping that you can bring in families, bring in friends.
It was fun, yeah. Those of you,
Yeah.
it was a fun time. It really was. It was a good time.
It really was. And so we had about over 100 participants total, so that was Nala Kaia.
Right.
The top finishing team was Stimulus Energy, and they had 39.55. Which was,
Yeah.
I was like, I thought I could copy it from because everyone was so fast, but I love that. So we are going to do this next year, but I absolutely want to share them that way.
No, get it, girl. No, it's awesome. I'm just excited about it because.
So my initial goal, because the registration cost was $29, I was like, oh man, if you just get like 100 people, that's like $2,900.
Yeah.
That's good. That would be good. And so ultimately, amount raised, finalized, I just got this from Awaken late last night, $4,846.55. I think our goal next year.
I agree.
Double
Double it.
10,000. I think that's the goal. We'll make sure we don't schedule any road games. We'll do our part.
Or have any crazy workout before.
Or it was after.
I know.
You didn't know. No one really knew that at the time.
Thanks, Rebecca, for keeping me accountable. Consecutive pull-ups and push-ups.
But if you haven't submitted feedback, if you were there and you have ideas for how to make the cheer even bigger and better, I was collecting that in a feedback survey. It's linked in the email that was thanking and giving results and everything. Scroll to the bottom, click on that link. I'm going to have that all in one place so that as we start planning next year, I can go through everything. I already have a million ideas on my own. I have a million ideas for just talking to other girls. So bigger, better, more awesome, more burpees. No, same burpees. 2 miles. No.
Further jumps, because now we know how to jump.
And maybe a broad jump workshop.
Yeah, there you go.
Because everybody saw Scarlet and they were like, oh, crap. She's way out there now. So, burpee mile, super awesome and super stoked to be able to raise that money for Awaken to make a difference in so many lives, just now and then we'll be better next year. Permanent attendance, girls.
Which is no easy feat.
No, so permanent attendance is 30 classes between April 25th, day 1 of BRIK, and June 5th, the last day of BRIK. So these girls got 30, whether it was Kaia in studio, Kaia live stream, Kaia on demand, doesn't matter. When I call your name, come on up. Your ticket is already in the bowl for the raffle. Jen Andrew. Woo woo! We got Stacy Bollinger, who's not here, but please applause. Adriana Chagoya. Yeah, good.
Was I here having a good time? Thank you. Does anyone have a point? Good job. A point. I know it sounds random, doesn't it? So we had 2 blackouts on our bingo raffle.
Wait. Hello, that's really hard. Like, perfect attendance is hard for black.
Yeah, so 80 squares, there's 1 free square in the center. And I mean, it's like, when I first started Brick Bingo, I felt like I was like, oh, I'm going to practice so hard. No, you know who to watch out for.
Yeah.
You're seeing them at all the classes, you're seeing them at the events, you're seeing them post the recipes.
You see them come after RTO when they shouldn't be there.
No, anyone can say
Just
saying.
But, the main thing is that, this is just a gamification of Brick. While Blackout is amazing and super incredible, we're going to be honoring that, just 1 row is incredible, right? So focus on looking at it, marking it up. I went on live with Coach AJ, who's like the Blackout maven.
Yeah.
Kaia FIT Sierra.
She's done multiple. It's
So
crazy.
many times. It was just so weird not to have her Blackout this time. It was weird.
She was in Greece.
I know. It was so weird. I was like, wow, it's so weird. Where is she? But, it's always about looking at what makes sense for you. Find what are the easy wins on that bingo card, and then mark those and see, okay, there's 2 other squares in this row. I'll break out of my comfort zone for this. Done. I get an entry to a raffle. But our Blackout girls automatically win a half off their membership the following month. So we're talking about July. But we're about to flip a coin between our 2 that I'm going to announce, because one of them is going to get a full free month.
So, do you think since the ones here should be called?
Ooh, yeah. So we got Mary Smith and Leah Cook. Automatically get a half month off your following month, but you enter into a separate raffle. There's only 2 this time, so it's a coin flip, but a separate raffle to get a full free month. All right, we're wrapping it up.
We've got a modified 4th of July schedule.
We got to pull a raffle.
Oh.
We got to wrap up the prizes. That's what we got to do.
Sorry, guys.
So you want to pull names, and also our Blackout girls got 25 raffle tickets each, but only 1 prize per winner.
Right.
So she might be putting some to the side. I don't know what all these are, but I know what some of them are. We'll get back to gorgeous. Let's see, we got a $100 gift certificate for hair services at Aura Salon.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Are we ready?
Oh, they're all good ones.
Rachel Falk.
What was it here? Hey, Rick, come pull one. Awaken tank top.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He's unbiased.
Yeah.
You already have awaken tank. Yeah, I'm sure.
Jana Hunter.
All right, this is a free eyebrow and lip wax and a Brazilian wax.
Oh. I'm excited. Stacy Bollinger.
Casey This is a spa, right, Heidi? Spa stuff? Your name is self-care basket. I want to make sure I describe it right.
All right, pick one. Mylena.
See, we got a free, speaking of Mylena, we got a free mini session. It's photo session.
Gotta love
Photo sessions, yeah.
Nicole Fuller.
Or just sex. Now maybe I got that.
It's not for you as it is for him.
He's fine. He walks out.
It's fine.
All right. So this is a free starter package at Icebox, South Reno. I literally just froze myself and did compression lines on my way here when I picked this up. Kaia girls do get a general 10% off in general for the cryotherapy, any service at Icebox. So this is a starter package that has a free cryotherapy session. It's really great for, my gosh, sore muscles, lactic acid, migraines, autoimmune, what's that? Circulation, like you name it.
The winner is Mary Smith.
All right. So we have for any dog lovers, dog owners. Nicole, do you mind describing what's in it?
Oh,
So it's accurate.
Yes, it's called From Running Wild. It's a raw food place for your dogs because you have now spent this break taking care of yourself, and now it's a
Yeah, your pet should be healthy too. Yeah.
Cute. Yeah, super cute. All right, I know Karen won.
I am not.
You have a dog, Leah? Okay, since we pulled her, she's gonna get a prize.
She's gonna get a prize.
There we go.
We're gonna make it happen.
She already has a prize. She's gonna get a prize.
Oh.
She's got a
Well, they
prize.
have a lot of.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's the same person.
It's 25 per girl. Unblock
Amanda!
Nahas. Nahas. Yay! All right. So we have a heart rate monitor. So this one goes around. Berlina. Do you want it? It's a heart rate monitor.
I just pulled your name.
I feel like we're just asking what wants it. Do you want this back?
All right, here you go.
It's great. No, Brandy doesn't put it together. Do you want to share what's in it?
Oh, yeah.
It's fun summer. Yeah. It's super cute. So our last prize, the heart rate monitor. It goes around. You just gotta like keep going. I wrote a lot of tickets.
10 to 2. All right, so to wrap it up, just to keep on your radar, there is a modified 4th of July schedule, okay? So there will be a class on the 3rd at Sparks at 7 a.m. So it's early, so. Oh, excuse me, the second, and then on the 3rd, there will be yoga in South Reno, no classes in studio on the 4th.
But we'll either be sending you a 4th of July themed on-demand workout, or we'll be connecting you guys to the live stream. So keep an eye out for that. Beyond that, we have Summer Transformation Challenge. So I've been talking about this a little bit. I talked about it on the Facebook Live yesterday, but the key with this is that it's a 30-day challenge, nutrition largely focused, but those who are not members can join with the Summer Transformation Challenge and get access to the studios. You'll have a discounted sign-up fee for being a member. The thing here is that a portion of all those sign-up fees go into a big pot across all the Kaia locations in the country. And the girls who have the most results from our studios, I'll be able to send up 4. They go up into a big pot, there's a raffle, and the more money in the pot, the more winners at $1,000 each.
$1,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like most of the mortgage payment. It's like the same thing. Or like most of your like Kaia gear. I
Yeah,
don't know, it's a lot.
Totally use
It's
it.
a whole
Yeah,
thing,
a
it's
lot.
a whole thing. So if that's what you're looking for, we're gonna be starting it, I've been saying July 18th, but it's July 11th. It's July 11th, all the way through August 9th, 30 days, okay? So keep an eye out for that. And then Kaia FIT Wellness Retreat, we've been talking about this a little bit too.
Yeah, so I mean, the retreat's cool. You get to go and be up in Tahoe with a bunch of other women from all over, from different Kaias. There's workouts, there's bonding time, there's food. It's there's guest speakers.
Yeah, and so you get Kaia workouts, you get to connect with other Kaia girls, other Kaia coaches, all be there. I know Reno-Sparks has already signed up, someone else will just sign up.
Adriana's gonna try to sign up, not this Adriana, unless you are, I don't know.
We don't want to speak for you. But you know, the more Sierra girls who sign up, the more we could split lodging perhaps and figure out lodging together and maybe have more of the weekend together versus just trying to figure out stuff on your own. So take a look at that within
August 26th through the 28th.
Yeah, already be up there. They kind of told me I had to be there. So. We have an owner's portion before the weekend starts. So that's happening up at Lake Tahoe. And then our next BRIK starts on September 12th. Yep.
And that's it. You guys killed it.
So go ahead, head upstairs, and then make sure you say hi to Brooke, who's out front with Sierra Peak Boutique Fashion Truck. There should be a reserved patio area for us, and we'll be up there as soon as we clean the stuff.
Just press end.